sharpen some of my knives and tools, and my sharpening stones have been neglected, so I'm going to start with flattening my stones. I'm using Japanese water stones. It's what I prefer to use. There's a ton of videos on YouTube about sharpening, so I'm going to try to keep this short. I don't want to be repeating stuff that's all over too much, but this is just the technique that I use and it works well for me. This is how I flatten my stones. As you can see, I've got a combination stone here. I just use this for quick stuff, just touch-ups and things, but the coarse side has got a pretty good dish in it. I haven't flattened it in a while. So I've got a piece of granite here with a just a sanding belt glued to it. I think it's about 80 or 100 grit, but it's pretty worn down, so it's not too aggressive. The coarse stones don't take very long to flatten. You'll see a darker spot in the center of the stone, and once it's a consistent color, it's pretty much flat. The fine sides generally don't dish as much because it's not taking off as much of the stone, but I'm going to touch it up anyway. I've got a couple of nicks in it. So the stones are flat. I'm going to start with my coarsest stone, and I'm just going to be sharpening this Benchmade Griptilian, I think it is. So we'll see if we can get it sharp. So now I'm finished with the coarsest stone. I'm moving on to a medium stone. Try to use all of the stone, that way it doesn't dish as much, it wears more evenly, and always using a lot of water to clean out the slurry that forms. Okay, moving on to the final stone. It's I believe it's a 7,000 grit Japanese water stone, and we're going to first polish the large bevel, and then we'll sharpen the knife and test it out. Fine stone and you're getting close to being finished sharpening, you want to lighten the pressure and take a few more passes. That's feeling pretty good. Now we're just going to run it through a piece of wood to knock the burr off. And give it one or two more passes. Very light. So we finished with our fine stone. The last piece of the puzzle, I'm going to take a piece of newspaper, dry off my stone, and put the newspaper over my 7,000 grit stone. And I'm just going to strop it a few times on the newspaper. finished sharpening the knife. It should be close to shaving sharp, and we'll just take a little look and see how it does. So that's all hair, and it's yeah, it's pretty clean and sharp. Do a little paper test, see how it cuts. So that's my method of sharpening. Like I said, there's plenty of other methods that'll get a knife just as sharp, if not sharper. This is just how I do it, and it's not a very hard process. It takes a little practice to get used to the techniques, but it's a great skill to have to be able to sharpen your own knives or any edge tools that you may use, versus paying somebody or shipping them to a company to have them sharpened.